I want to talk about elephants today. So, what are elephants? Examples of elephants are things that you believe the person that you're talking to may be thinking about, may be aware of, and may be expecting you to talk about. So, some examples here: rumours in the marketplace about your business that may or may not be true. Some real world examples that they've had of bad service from you or from a competitor. Maybe some high costs that they again have experienced in the industry or from a service like yours or from you. These are all things that if you don't address them, they will create a distraction during the course of your meeting. And if there's a distraction in someone's mind, they're not really listening to you. They're not going to be open and honest with you because they're going to be thinking, when is Paul going to talk about this? Or, well, he's saying all these great things, but what I know is this. The other thing is ostriches, another animal for today's topic. Ostriches are well known for sticking their head in the sand and ignoring what's going on around them. Now, if you ignore something that you believe your client or prospect is thinking about or wants to talk about, the only reason that you will come out of that meeting having not talked about it is if you think that the other person is too stupid to be aware of it. And that is not an adult-adult relationship if you are thinking that about your client. So, if you don't want to offend your client, get these things out on the table early, right at the top of the meeting. Don't let them drag on. Don't let them ruin your meeting by being the thing that gets dealt with right at the end of the meeting. And then they realise that they've not really been listening for the duration of the rest of that meeting. So how do you do it? Well, like with all these things, you ask permission. Something along the lines of, would it be all right before we get started if I shared a concern? You may have heard some rumours that you may have experienced some high prices for services like we're offering. And I don't want that to be a stumbling block for us having a good conversation. So if that's something that you want to talk about early, let's get that done. So, elephants, they're going to be, if they're standing in the corner, distracting everyone in a meeting, call them, get them out there on the table, get them dealt with.